Welcome. So these are the tiles we're going to be using today as we look at the National Mah Jongg League card. These are the Lucky Rabbit tiles from Two Sparrows Mahjong. This is a really fun set to use. They're actually mirrored tiles. And at the end of this video, I'll be showing the whole set, front, back, and sideways. So let's get into it. We are looking at the even category, and I want to mention again that there are no wins in this category. And there are just two hands here, that hand and that hand. These two hands are the only hands with dragons. All the other categories, you're going to be using flowers or the face tiles at 2, 4, 6, 8. And over here are values. These are all exposed, and all the exposed tiles, all the exposed hands are a value of 25, and the closed hand is a value of 30. So let's take a closer look hand by hand. On the first line, these two hands, 2, 4, 6, 8, one suit, 2, 4, 6, 8, any one or any two suits. So again, a reminder that these colors are how the different suits need to be displayed. So the two suits need to be 2 and 4, and then 6 and 8. And of course, this one is just one suit. And I'll show you what that looks like in the tiles. And here are the hands in this tile. They're fairly simple. Again, the blocks are pung, kong, pung, kong. And you can use jokers in every single block. So this is the hand with the one suit, and this is the hand with the two suits. So I chose 2 bam, 4 bam, 6 crack, 8 crack. 2 suits, 6 and 8, 2 and 4, 1 suit. And again, you can use jokers for any face tile in both of these hands. We're looking at line 2 here with 2 hands. There's 2 hands in line 2 on the evens. We have a pair of flowers, a kong of 2s, a kong of 4s, a kong of 6s. So 2 plus 4 equals 6. And then our second hand here, you can have a pair of flowers, kong of 2s, a kong of 6, and a kong of 8s. 2 plus 6 equals 8. It's an exposed hand and a value of 25. Now remember that the colors do not equal suits. It's just saying that whatever addition that you want to do, you have to have 3 different suits. And the flowers don't correspond with the suits. So I went ahead and showed this one. I don't think I really need to show the second one. It's either 2 plus 4 equals 6 or 2 plus 6 equals 8. And this is what the hand looks like. We have our pair of flowers, our kong of 2s, a kong of 4s, and a kong of 6s. And in this block, you can use a joker. In this block, they can all be jokers. And in this block, they can all be jokers. Pair, kong, 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 14 tiles. And the other hand would be the 2 plus the 6 equals 8. And it just has to be 3 different suits. Again, fairly simple. You can use jokers in the majority of these, but you cannot use jokers in your pair of flowers. All right, so we're moving right through this section. This is our third hand down, any one suit. So you have to do a pair of 2s, a pung of 4s, a pair of 6, a pung of 8s, and then in the corresponding dragon to the suit, you would do your kong of dragons. So you can choose any suit. It can be a crack, a dot, or a bam, but your dragon has to be the dragon that corresponds to that suit. It's exposed and it's worth 25 points. And this is what the hand looks like in tiles. So I chose to do crack. So I have my pair, my pung, pair, pung, kong. I can use jokers for all of these. I can use jokers for all of these tiles, and I can use jokers for all of these tiles, and this is what the block looks like. Pair, pung, kong. Joker, joker, joker are able to be used for any of the face tiles. Fairly straightforward. The trick is getting the pair. Whoops. So the trick is getting the pairs. If you have those pairs, then you can supplement the kong, the pungs with a joker if you need to. A kong of flowers, single tiles, 2, 4, 6, 8, a pung and a pung. and it's exposed, worth 25 points. Any 3 suit, so you have to have 3 suits. Like pungs, any even number. So these 2 pungs have to be the same number, and the numbers can only be even. So we have a Kong of flowers, single tiles, pung and pung, any even number. And let me show you what that looks like. So here we have our Kong of flowers. You can use a joker for any of these face tiles. We have our single tiles here, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. These all have to be the same suit. You cannot mix up the suits. And I have them here in BAMs, and then I have them here in dots. And these are singles. And then I chose to have the even number here as 8 and 8. So I have an 8 dot, 8 crack. So we have our 3 suits represented, BAM, dot, crack. And again, you can use jokers for any face tile in these pungs, a joker for any face tile in these pungs, as well as these. So in this hand, I chose to have the 4s as the pungs in 2 separate suits. So here we have our 3 suits as asked for, dot, crack, bam. And our blocks are Kong, single tiles, 4 single tiles, pung, and pung. That's what the pattern looks like. Here we're looking at our 5th hand down. Any one suit, you have a pung, pair, pung, Kong. Any one suit. It's exposed and worth 25 points. This is fairly straightforward. This is what it looks like in tiles. We have our pung of flowers, pair, pung, Kong. You can use a joker for any face tile here. You can use a joker for any face tile here, and a joker for any face tile here. So the blocks are, again, pung, pair, pung, Kong. And that's what the pattern looks like. And you'll notice some of these patterns you'll see in other categories too. So obviously they're not using the same tiles, but the patterns are quite often repeated. So our next hand is this one here, 3 suit. We have 2, 4, 6, and then our next 2 suits are pair of 8, pair of 8. Reading the parentheses, it's any 3 suits, pairs, 8s only. So these pairs have to be 8. They cannot be any even number. They have to be 8. And that's where it's important to read your parentheses. This is also an exposed hand worth 25 points. We have pung, Kong, pung, pair. Oh, there's that pair again. So here's what it looks like in tiles. I chose to have the cracks as my main suit, pung of 2s, Kong of 4s, pung of 6s, pair of 8s, pair of 8s. And jokers can only be used in the face tile for the pung, face tile for the Kong, face tile for the pung. Obviously not the pairs, because jokers never go in pairs. And we have our pattern blocks are pung, Kong, pung, pair. We're moving into the 7th hand down here. We have a pair of flowers, a Kong of dragons, and then another Kong. Let's read the parentheses. Any 3 suits, like Kongs, any even numbers. So the 2 Kongs that are numbers have to be the same, and they can be any even number. And then the dragon would represent the 3rd suit. Okay, so this is what the tiles look like. We have a pair of flowers. We have a Kong of an even number, Kong of dragons, and a Kong of another even numbers. So the jokers can be any face tile in the Kongs, the face tile with the numbers or the face tile with the dragons. Any of those can be jokers, just not in the flowers. And these 2 numbers can be 2, 4, 6, 8. They just have to be the same numbers and different suits. So 3 suits have to be represented. We have our block tiles, a pair, Kong, Kong. And that's what it looks like. This is our last hand in the 2, 4, 6, 8. It's closed and it's worth 30 points. We have 4 pairs and 2 pungs. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8 in pairs, and then we have pung and a pung. Any 3 suits, like pungs, any even number. So those 2 pungs can be any even number. They are not a specific even number. So their harder part is getting 4 pairs, 2, 4, 6, 8. This is what it looks like in tiles. I chose to have the dots, pair of fours, pair of twos, dots, a pair of 4 dots, a pair of 6 dots, a pair of 8 dots, and then I chose the even number of 6. And so in the second and third suit, I have a crack and a bam. So a pung of 6 cracks and a pung of 6 bams. And the only place that a joker can be used are in these 2 pungs. They can replace any face tile in these 2 pungs. So we have pair, 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 pung, pung. And that's a closed hand worth 30 points. Here's a look at the full set that I used today from Two Sparrows Mahjong. It's called the Lucky Rabbit set. And let's take a look at the side views because you can see right through the tiles. It's pretty cool. I love these tiles. They're nice and chunky. I'm not affiliated with Two Sparrows Mahjong, but I sure do love their products. Thank you again for watching the video. I sure do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.